Black Myth Wukong. It is straight up one of my most anticipated games right now. They didn't kick things off by showing some CGI trailer. They showed straight up gameplay, I think 13 minutes worth if I recall, and it looked incredible. It blew everyone away. The video went viral. And this is a title that comes from ex-Tencent employees who established a studio called Game Science Studio. And as detailed by Daniel Ahmad here, the studio was established in 2014, has worked on 3+ games, has some ex-Tencent game staff with average 13 years experience. So, you know, these are not newbies by any means. I counted more than 40 staff. They're recruiting 19 more. I'd imagine the game is still a couple years from a release minimum. Hopefully, it does release. And you can see how viral this trailer went. IGN's upload already has almost 8 million views. It was uploaded back in August of 2020. The Black Myth official YouTube channel uploaded the trailer and already has almost 1 million views with near universally positive reception. And this is a game that's generating excitement internationally. On Chinese video site Bilibili, the trailer accrued 10 million views on that site alone. So millions and millions and millions of people have checked out the trailer and are optimistic about it. And there's generally plenty of goodwill surrounding this game because they not only showed just straight up gameplay, but they were being very humble about the trailer. So Feng Ji, for example, who is the founder of Game Science, he highlighted a lot of the flaws with the trailer and talked about all the things he wants to improve, like frame rate stability in certain sequences, the water effects here and there, the way fur moves and reacts, etc. But for a first look at a game that still has a long way to go before it comes out, I mean, they knocked it out of the park. Feng Ji is essentially that person who gets 99% on a test and apologizes for the 1% that he missed, but no, I mean, they did a really great job with kicking things off. And that gameplay presentation, by the way, it was actually a playable build of the game as highlighted by this video that Daniel Ahmad posted showing Feng Ji actually playing the title in real time. Now, in the following months, things have gone radio silent as far as Game Science and Black Myth Wukong go, but just 2 days ago, on February 8th, 2021, IGN published an official trailer for the title, and I've not seen it yet. It's 3 minutes long, and I'd like to react with you guys. Judging by the likes to dislikes ratio here, it looks like people are plenty impressed by what this 3 minutes footage has to show. So let's just maximize this footage and check it out. Here we go. As the mouse gives away to the ox, we have a growing talent and force. Here is a little tune for you. Gamers, dear, may you have a prosperous year. So this is the year of the ox, and this trailer is a celebration of that. Fun fact. Graphical fidelity-wise, already, man, already looks like a next-gen title or a current-gen title. But beyond graphical fidelity, it's the art style. The designs, the creatures, the environmental details, the aesthetic, the motif, all of that is what really is selling me. Is this real time? Yeah, it is. These bosses look as epic as they are in, like, Souls games. And the transformations and the abilities that he has really seem like they'll make combat plenty dynamic. Oh, look at that. Got some story beats now, I think. The animations? Oh. Man. The developers flat out did say they drew inspiration from, like, Sekiro and God of War. And as far as combat goes, it does feel like they take a lot of inspiration from Soulsborne. Sekiro and Souls, in particular. with parrying and dodging being... And look at this. Look at this sequence. And the epicness of it all, it is very much God of War, just the scale of the environments and some of the creatures. Okay. Be strong like a bull, like an ox, if you will. Black Myth Wukong. Man. Man, this game looks incredible. The music also deserves commendation. Just every aspect of this game so far looks like they have something special in store for us here. Obviously, the final product will tell the full tale. With a lot of these combat-heavy games, you really don't know how well the game plays until you actually get your hands on the controller and feel the game out, feel the combat system, if that makes sense. Just because something looks visually stunning in motion in a trailer doesn't necessarily mean that the feel of it will match that level of visual fidelity, though I'm not trying to say that Black Myth Wukong will turn out that way. I'm just saying I haven't played the game. Nobody's played it except the creators, so until I actually feel out the combat, it's hard for me to gauge how well they'll execute it. But as far as I can see, man, I'm excited. I'm kind of blown away. And what's really cool about this project, from what I understand, is that it's being very authentic to the source material, to the myth itself. And while it is taking some creative liberties here and there, a lot of the visual, audio, and narrative elements do very much call back to that famous story. For example, if you go to the Black Myth official YouTube channel and check out that 13 minutes gameplay presentation, you scroll down and you'll find people who have written entire essays essentially about some of the things that we're seeing in that footage, putting up timestamps and explaining how this references, how these moments reference the actual source material. And so it isn't just spectacle, there's also seemingly substance behind it. The performances, the voice acting so far, from what I've heard, has been very grounded and very well executed. Much of what I'm seeing here already looks better than a lot of the AAA gameplay, pre-release gameplay that I've seen from other titles. This feels like it's made by an incredibly experienced team, and it feels like the game just has a very strong vision. It feels like the creative heads of this project very much know exactly what they want out of this, and it's on full display already, even though this game is still years out. It's already looking this good. It's very rare for a brand new IP from a studio that nobody's ever heard about before to become an instant sensation like this. Black Myth Wukong is one of those rare cases where what you're seeing here in the trailers and the gameplay footage kind of speaks for itself, and word just spreads. So many game companies and marketing departments rack their brains over what is the best marketing strategy for a game, when really the best marketing is just to show something that looks so irresistibly good that people can't help but talk about it. And Black Myth Wukong is just one of those cases. One of those games that really doesn't have to pull any marketing gimmicks. The best form of marketing really is word of mouth that develops naturally because of genuine excitement, genuine goodwill, and genuine hope. That is, of course, so long as this footage is authentic, and we won't find out for sure until the final product launches. But do keep in mind that this is early production footage, so visual elements might change down the line, and this footage is put out there mainly to hire people to help finish the game, but the vertical slice we've seen so far already looks pretty damn good. The leader has apologized for some of the what he deems to be lackluster elements of the game in its current state that he says he's planning to correct and make better, and he straight up said the final game will look, play, and perform even better than what's shown in the trailers, or at least that's the goal. I really hope they fulfill that promise. And this game doesn't look like a copy and paste of anything. I mean, it clearly does draw inspirations from some of the big titles that we have seen released, but they do enough of their own twist on the formula. The combat does look unique enough with the transformations and the abilities that the Monkey King has, and the visual elements and the myth that they're drawing from, the ethos that they're drawing from, to create unique scenarios that are very closely tied to the Monkey King mythology. All of that culminates in a title that looks very much like it has its own identity. I would suspect that this game could launch sometime in maybe 2023, possibly 2024. Within that range is what I'm speculating. But, you know, they should take however long they need to take. Don't rush it. Don't screw up your first truly major outing as a game studio that's kind of gone unnoticed for a while until this blew up. Great hype is fantastic, but with that comes great responsibility of living up to that and really delivering on what the marketing material is advertising. And even if not everything is the same in the final game, hopefully, at least, the final product will be representative enough of the marketing material that we can look back and say, yeah, this was honestly marketed, and the exciting elements that they showed off really came to fruition in the final product. I'm just looking forward to it. It just looks like a very fun, tough, challenging, narratively compelling, visually astounding, musically sublime experience. But until they show more of the game, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the latest trailer and everything about this game that has been shown or talked about thus far. Drop a comment, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.